Was Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu willing to negotiate Israel's Golan Heights with Syria? The Israeli daily Maariv published that in 2010, this was indeed a possibility. According to their sources, a round of talks took place between Israel and Syria with American mediation during that time, in which Netanyahu agreed to discuss Israel withdrawing from the Golan Heights if Syria cut off ties with Iran and Hezbollah. We asked Israelis if they believed such an offer was made by the right-wing Netanyahu.
I don't think Bibi agreed to the agreement to give up the Golan Heights to Syria in 2010. From what I would hope of Bibi, from what I know, I doubt it because personally I don't think he would give up land which Israel legitimately claimed in a defensive war in '67. But more importantly, the only circumstances he would give the land up is if for a real and just peace agreement with Syria, and I don't think that's possible, not under the Assad regime, which still supports terror and Hezbollah.
Nobody knows because it's probably secret negotiations, but I firmly believe that if they would get to the table and start direct negotiations, I definitely believe that it would be an issue.
I've heard him say many times that when you have a peace agreement with the Arabs, and especially a country like Syria where it's really a dictatorship and not a democracy, you return land for a piece of paper that says we have peace with them, and you lose the land, but the paper is worthless because they can just change their mind later and say, okay, we don't have peace with you anymore. Okay, so I don't believe that Bibi, out of all the people, would do something like this.
I don't think the coalition will agree to this kind of thing. It's a big move, and I don't see a great results now.
Israeli Defense Minister Ehud Barak confirmed the existence of the indirect talks between Israel and Syria with U.S. mediation, but denied rumors in which Netanyahu agreed to fully withdraw from the Golan Heights. Many Israelis concur that such an idea would not be advisable.
I think we should agree to give up the Golan Heights, certainly not in any foreseeable future. From a strategic point of view, it's very important. The land is up high, and given what we know about Syria today and about Hezbollah and their support, it's land that's of strategic importance to monitor what's happening.
I thought that it would be good, but now the situation is not so good, so I don't think it would be enough to give the Golan Heights.
And some seem to think that in this day and age, when Israel is surrounded by security threats from Iran, Hezbollah, Hamas, and other terror groups, making peace would be wise, despite the price.
I definitely believe that that Israel should give up the Golan Heights for peace. I really believe so, because what this area needs, what my children need, and I need, we all need, that is full peace with our neighbor countries.
But on the whole, most Israelis believe that during this specific period in history, Israel does not have neighboring partners for peace.
All the neighbor countries are in the middle of, most of them in the middle of a revolution, more or less.
At the moment, they seem more concentrated about killing more of their own people, so I don't think a peace agreement with Israel is of any interest to them now, and if anything, I think they will be more likely to try and intensify the conflict to divert attention from their own crimes.
The situation changed completely on the last 2 years. I don't know. I don't see someone strong to talk to, not from Egypt, not from Syria, not from Lebanon. It's a big problem. There is no one to talk with now. I'm worried. I'm very worried.
According to sources, Israel apparently ended the negotiations with Syria via the Americans at the beginning of 2011, as the revolution began against Syrian President Bashar Assad's regime. And so, even if there was a spark of hope when it comes to peace with an additional nation in the Middle East, it ended shortly after, at least for the time being. For JN1, I'm Sivan Raviv, Israel.